Yo, what's up, guys? It's your boy Franklin here, and today I'm going to be showcasing the brand new, what I call Rapid Strike Rain team, centering around Urishifu and Choice Specs Kingdra. Pretty much, this is a post DLC. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed your experience in DLC. I kind of, somewhat I did. More on so on the competitive side after learning a bunch of Pokemon, especially this one, Magirna, coming back. But nonetheless, we are here. It is time to play the damn game. But anyways, guys, hope you guys enjoy this video. I'm going to be leading off with Urshifu. This pretty much the entire team is Rain. I'm just abusing it. I know she has a Jellicent, or my opponent here has a Jellicent. So that's going to be kind of a nuisance, but luckily for us, we happen to have Tangrowth. So we just knock things off and let bygones be bygones, and we got priority in Urshifu, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? But regardless, let's get right into today's video. So, first things first. Notice my opponent has a Jellicent, which kind of walls my team. But we can probably play around with that, as long as we play our cards right. What we're going to do here is, depending on the lead, I ended up going with Urshifu because it does have some pretty interesting moves that it can use. And the Jellicent is here. Baby back, baby back. Let's see what we can do here. I am going to, can't do anything here, so I'm going to go for the U-turn. Because why not? And Jellicent is kind of annoying, but if we get rid of this very early on in the game, I think we should be in pretty good shape. I'm gonna go into my Tangrowth here because I kind of want to just knock some things off here. I expect the Charizard to come in as well. Goes for the Will-O-Wisp, so that's good. I don't really need any power in the knockoff. But you never know. You never know. Jellicent, like I said, is going to be kind of annoying. But luckily for us, we do have the knockoff in Tangrowth. It's a transfer move from Generation 6 and Generation 7. I could put someone to sleep too if I want. You know what I mean? But no, I'm gonna go for the knockoff here. Might have Hex, so we gotta be very careful. I do expect either Darmanitan or the Charizard to come in, even Cinderace too. But we shall see, and we shall learn. I just need to get Impel Burst somehow. And then Kingdra kind of does go in, but like I said, the Jellicent is a big problematic issue here. So, let's see what my opponent wants to do. I don't have any hazards to keep punishing my my opponent, but my opponent here decides to go for Cinderace, and this is kind of good. Air Balloon, interesting, but we're going to knock that thing off real quick. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? There's that. And let's go into the... Man. Let's go into the Pelipper here, who through many generations have been a staple with Drizzle, and since Generation 7, I should say. It did not get Drizzle in Generation 6. That was in Generation 7. I do want to keep the Tangrowth for the Jellicent, because it does counter it. So we're going to go into Pelipper here. Get that yummy! Rain up, up and away. In regards to Urshifu, I believe personally, I believe it has a decent chance to being a good Pokemon. Unfortunately, like I was saying in one of my earlier videos, the water type Urshifu may not be as great as the water type may not be as great as the dark and fighting type. That did a lot of damage. Oh yeah, because it's dark. Duh, Franklin, duh. I just think personally, maybe, just maybe, it will do good. But I'm hoping that the water Urshifu, which is Rapid Strike, because the dark one is Single Strike, I think Dark Strike will have a lot of potential in OU. Especially since Close Combat and Wicked Blow, like two pretty good typings of in regards to offensive moves, will do pretty well against a pretty decent meta, even with a lot of mods introduced. But nonetheless, I like using the water type because it has Surging Strikes, which is 3 critical hits every time, and it has Aqua Jet, goes for the sucker punch. Interesting. But nonetheless, I got that earthquake, and we're gonna blow this guy up. Very nice. And let's just see. My Sasmatoda is losing some HP, so we gotta be very careful there. And let's hope for it to go into Jellicent here, so I can just crack up the Power Whip on this Jellicent and call it a day. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed the DLC. Me personally, and like I mentioned in my previous video, I kind of did, just for the competitive moves that ended up coming out of this. I think there's some very great potential there, but I don't know. It just seems very empty for what a DLC is supposed to inquire. But goes into Jellicent. I crack up the Power Whip. Hopefully this knocks it out. I don't think it will. Woo! Look at all that Demoglios. So that's very great. That means, unfortunately, it will go down. Rest in peace. Oh, it does not. Bye, baby. Very nice. Once we get rid of this, it's pretty much over. I'm going to go for the Earthquake here. Earthquake should knock this out. Power Whip did that much. I highly doubt they're going to go into any other Pokemon here. But man, that did Moglios there. And also, I was going to try to Burst Scoot on this team because it got Flip Turn, which is basically a physical water U-turn. I thought that was very nice. So our opponent just decides to sack the Jellicent here, which is very good news, meaning that my Kingdra can just come in and destroy the rest of his team with the Rain up. Very nice. Let's see. Rain is still up, and Kingdra's turn to rise and shine. So, anyways, Kingdra in this generation started becoming pretty good with the apparent addition of Hurricane. Yeah, you heard that right, folks. Kingdra ended up getting Hurricane, and that's pretty huge for Rain because of two things. One is that now the horrible grass type matchup against means that now it can just alleviate that for quite a while. And look at this Specs, Rain, gone, destroy the demon that is Darmanitan. Like what I was saying, Hurricane and Rain, or from team support of course, means that Kingdra can start firing Hurricanes against two common enemies against Rain. Fat grass types like Tangrowth that got introduced this generation, and bulky water types such as Slowbro, which also got reintroduced this generation. So those are very two important matchups that one must consider. Now, I personally think Mega Swampert is still like the superior Rain abuser, simply because it doesn't mess around. I gotta check my opponent's team real quick. It doesn't mess around, and it doesn't need like setup to just start dishing out damage because obviously it's Mega. But because it's a Mega, unfortunately, it did not escape the Thanos snap of National Dex. So, my King Swampert, I hope one day you come back. Goes into the Charizard acting like I don't have that Volt Switchities on him, and bop! Does 50%. Goodness gracious. Oh no, just made another one. And so, now we're going to go into the Urishifu. Urishifu. Very strange way to say it. Urishifu. Okay, cool. There you go. That's how you say it. Go back into Beast right here, and you know what I'm about to click. I know the rain stopped, and that's alright, baby, because we got the critical hitters on us. And we got Aqua Jet too. Surging Strikes, in case you guys didn't know, if you guys didn't pick the water one, it's 3 hits, 25 base power for each one, but each one results in critical hits. So the first one is going to go yonkers, and goodbye, Charizard. Always results in critical hits. I think that's pretty good. But in a meta world where Toxapex, Ferrothorn, Fat Corviknight exists, I don't think that move in itself will do enough to, make it at least useful. But it is pretty useful against like Pokemon such as Volcarona that came back in this meta. because that's very threatening. Yikes, you know. We're gonna go into the Tangrowth. Let this boy take some nice damage. So now we're down to the last two Pokemon, 5-2, and gonna go into the Tangrowth here. And my opponent just Dynamaxes like, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. In this instance, you know what? I can just Dynamax myself too, but we're gonna hold that off for a bit. I want to see what my opponent is gonna do here. I'm pretty pissed that my opponent decides to Dynamax here, acting like she about that life. It's gonna go for the Max Airstream, unfortunately, so I'm not gonna take this very well. Actually, I kind of do. Oh, okay, cool. So yikes, that's not good. My Tangrowth is burnt. That's great. You left me no choice. You really left me no choice. Let's see here. Gonna go into the Sleep Powder in the event that it does want to do that. Max Airstream again. Jesus Christ, my opponents don't know. They just need to get off of that. Get off of that, man. I'm trying to see what I can do here. Unfortunately, this is gonna outpace my Kingdra. I'm gonna go into my Magearna. Maybe it will do something, maybe not. But we're just gonna go for it. I'm gonna go for. I want to go for Dynamax here, but kind of don't want to. His last Pokemon, the last Pokemon is Dragapult, which is easily outpaced by Kingdra. So I'm gonna go for the Flare Cannon. Hopefully I don't miss. Hopefully I live this attack. It is Max Lightning, which confirms that maybe it does not have Earthquake. Magearna lives this, of course, because Magearna's Magearna. And so what we're gonna do here is hopefully hit the Flare Cannon, and we do. Joink. Does about half, which is very nice. I lose my special attack, of course. And so I lose the Dynamax there. Okay, so what do we do here? What do we do here? I feel like I should the last Pokemon is I'm trying to see here. I'm not sure if Kingdra still outspeeds it. I'm gonna go for Volt Switch here. Goes for Bolt Beak, and of course it hits. I hate my opponents so much, dude. I don't know why. It just bothers me. I think I'm gonna start Dynamaxing here because I ain't got time for this, bro. I really ain't got time for this. I'm gonna go into my Urshifu and let me show y'all. I really didn't want to Dynamax, but because my opponent did it, they brought Galarian Darmanitan. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna be the bad guy today. I'm gonna show y'all. The power of not Dynamax Urshifu, but rather Gigantamax Urshifu. I ended up getting its new form. The water one obviously means that it's going to be the one and only water type. It looks pretty nice. The blue and white actually looks sick. It almost looks like it's a shiny form. But I really don't want to do this because I hate my opponents don't do that. But whatever. He's going to go for the Aerial Ace. I don't take too much, which is very strange. That means I would have probably taken that in its normal form. Gonna go for the Max Knuckle here. Bomb this thing up, and yeah, that's pretty much game over because my opponent decided to think that he or she can just Dynamax on me, acting like I ain't gonna win, bro. But no, that's not how it works around here, bro. No, that's definitely not how it works around here. Oh, you got a Dragapult? That's cute, bro. That's very, very cute. But at last, we're going to hit him with the signature Rapid Flow. Gonna click the one, obviously, that's most powerful. And the battle was canceled. That's what I thought. That's what you get, man, for Dynamax against me. But that's pretty much what the rain is. Rapid Strike Rain. Maybe I could change a couple things, but regardless, did pretty well. Pretty well for what it's supposed to do. But anyways, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoy my battles. I know I Dynamaxed there, but whatever. Didn't want to lose. So there's that. Hope you guys enjoy. Peace.